Open your eyes. You must.
Oh, why you gonna treat me like this?
Ever watched a YouTube video where the first 15 seconds are just the guy yelling at you to hit like, buy whatever overpriced merchandise they happen to be selling, and to play this totally not manipulative mobile game that they totally play all the time? Well, let me tell you, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to be called a sellout, and nobody wants to be accused of exploiting their audience for long-term or short-term personal profit. It's not a good look, but you'd be surprised. When that fridge is empty, and the people that rely on you are tugging on your shirt, you learn a whole new definition of responsibility. And so, enter my responsibility to this little jar right here that I have been avoiding for the longest time. Man, I don't really want to review this, but it's not for the reasons you think. I don't want to review this because I'm afraid it's going to be too good. Nutella to me has always been the perfect food. It's been infallible. It has been without flaw whatsoever. But now, Biscoff has sort of come in, and it makes me have to reevaluate exactly what I think is good. I don't want anything to be better than Nutella. Why would I want anything to be better than the thing that I admire and love the most? I don't want that. But that's the exact mentality that prevents me from getting any further in life. If I have Nutella on this endless, perpetual pedestal that it can never be knocked down from, nothing else will be able to measure up to it. And as a result, I'll never see the forest for the trees. So, today, we're going to be looking at Lotus Biscoff cookie butter. Baked cookies, finely crushed up, and then made into an incredible tasty butter. Man, let me tell you, the Belgians and the Italians go head to head in this incredible unhealthy breakfast spread game, dude. It's vicious out there. You don't want it. You do not want it. The peanut gallery has been howling for quite some time, and their cries have now hit a fever pitch. Now, it's up to me to knock over that perpetual Nutella pylon and use it to a bridge to something greater. All I gotta do is crack that seal. Oh, God.
There was no fear.
Opening it with your fingers is not the smartest choice, but either way, you're gonna be met with a delightfully creamy and smooth look to it. You know, considering this was made of like finely ground up cookies, I thought it'd be a lot chunkier, but it's not at all. It's actually very silky, very smooth, and reminiscent something of a peanut butter type thing rather than a Nutella. It spreads so nicely, man. It spreads so elegantly. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. The buttery smoothness extends to the buttery spreadness, I suppose. Well, it's called a spread, Sebastian. Like, what do you think it's supposed to do? So you're gonna notice right now that I got some hella toasty bread, because having this stuff on anything but the toastiest of bread is a sacrilege. We ain't living like that. Ooh, that smells absolutely delicious, man. Okay, my expectations, they're going. They're getting higher by the second. It's doing everything that I want from any sort of like spreadable treat like this. It smells great, looks great. The real question is, does it taste great? I feel like I already know the answer, but, oh man. Okay, let's see how infallible Nutella really is. Oh wow, holy moly. Biscoff. Biscoff is different. Strong cinnamon tones. Comforting. It's a very soothing, very relaxing, very by the fireplace kind of vibe to it. This would make the perfect winter snack. When you want that additional warmth and you want to feel as absolutely cozy as possible, oh dude, Biscoff does it 110% better than Nutella does. There's no question about that. I can't even deny that. It's a much cozier treat. But in terms of actual raw flavor, in terms of saying, hey, you got the Nutella side by side and you got the Biscoff side by side, what are you going for? I gotta go with the Nutella. And that's not saying that this isn't as good as Nutella. It's just that the situations where I could eat Nutella are far more vast than the situations that I could eat a Biscoff in. Nutella would go great in a lollipop. It would go great instead of a chocolate bar. It would go great even as like a popsicle or something. Dude, it wouldn't even matter. Nutella is so versatile. Whereas Biscoff, I feel is very sort of one note, right? I can have it with the bread. I can have it with all these sorts of things, but I couldn't imagine like a Biscoff candy bar. I could never imagine like a Biscoff ice cream or anything like that. It just wouldn't work as well. So in terms of pure malleability as to what you can do with it and how you can experience it, Nutella wins every time. But this is very, very good at what it does. Oh yeah, it hits just right.